What types of bad parenting do kids not recover from? Growing up, my parents seemed normal. Dad was an accountant at a prestigious firm, always in pressed shirts, briefcase in hand by 7 a.m. Mom ran the household like clockwork. Dinner at 6, homework till 9, lights out by 10. She kept detailed, color-coded schedules pinned to the fridge. To outsiders, we looked like the ideal suburban family in our pristine colonial home with its perfectly edged lawn. Marcus was the golden child. Valedictorian, National Merit Scholar, full ride to MIT. His awards lined the hallway, each frame polished and precisely hung. Mom called it Marcus's Wall of Success, reciting his GPA and test scores with pride. But Marcus never called, never visited. Christmas mornings felt hollow without him. Mom still placed gifts for him under the tree, then quietly packed them away after New Year's. Whenever I asked about him, Dad's jaw would tighten. He's ungrateful, they'd say. He chose his path away from family. Mom would change the subject. Then I found the journals. While cleaning Marcus's old room, I noticed a loose floorboard. Beneath it were 3 composition notebooks filled with his neat handwriting. The pages were yellowed, some dated years back. What I read made my stomach drop. Page after page described years of psychological torment passed off as motivation. A single B+ meant days of cold silence. My parents would serve dinner for 3, plan events as if Marcus didn't exist. Every friend was not good enough, subjected to humiliating interrogations. He wrote about studying 6 hours daily in silence while I played outside, hearing my laughter through his closed window. One entry described losing his bedroom door after they found a note from a classmate. Another detailed fake family emergencies to pull him from events he cared about. The goal was clear: isolate him, break him, and make him depend solely on their approval. The worst entry was from senior year. They told Sarah's parents I had a drug problem, showed them pills, probably Mom's allergy meds. Sarah won't even look at me now. I have to vanish when I leave for college, or they'll destroy whatever I build. They'd intercepted his mail, pretended to be him on calls, telling friends he'd moved on. They erased him while convincing the family he abandoned us. That night, I spread the journals across the kitchen table like evidence at a trial. Dad's face went blank. Marcus was weak, he said coldly. He couldn't handle excellence. Don't make his mistakes. Mom nodded. We did what was necessary. If he was dramatic, that's his failure, not ours. That's when I realized they were starting on me too. Extra tutoring that kept me from activities, friend evaluation, monitoring texts and calls. They'd refined the process with me. I found Marcus's number in his college directory and called him from a payphone outside a grocery store. When he heard my voice, he broke down crying. We talked for 3 hours as I fed quarters into the machine. He told me about years of therapy, learning to trust again, and the fear they'd still find a way to destroy his happiness. 2 weeks later, Marcus drove 12 hours to get me. I'd spent that time documenting everything. Recorded conversations, written logs of behavior, photos. We walked into family court together, trembling but determined. The judge, horrified, granted Marcus emergency custody that same day. I moved in with him and his wife. Yes, Sarah. He'd found her again and shown her the truth. My parents lost all custody rights.